Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So it was so many information from your side and from this invisible guy, no more here. It was nice hearing you, listening you. Till yesterday I was asking all the time, oh my God, the weather is hotter than my imaginary boyfriend, but today is totally different. But this is not the topic I want to talk today with all of you. My topic today is an issue which is actually rejected for decades. Kashmir. The current situation in Kashmir is not acceptable as human being because for last almost more than 3 months, people are suffering there. My name is Jawaria Kanwal Chaudhary, and I was born a few hours earlier than the fall of Berlin Wall. It means I am celebrating also my 30th birthday with this fall of Berlin Wall. And I must say that peace has nothing to do with borders. This is only my opinion. It has more to do with humanity, because if we all human get together and want peace, then it is possible. It is really possible. I feel honored today to represent not only my country, Pakistan, but also promoting peace and humanity. Today, we have got the chance to discuss two problems the world is facing right now. It doesn't matter if Palestine, Kashmir, Jordanian, Iraq, or problems in America. The problems are there. And the problems are only there because we as humans are not asking questions. Why is happening all this? I especially came here to spread awareness about the Kashmir conflict and curfew because I feel there is lack of seriousness from the side of India. And lack of seriousness from the side of people, countries who maybe see their benefit because India have got a lot of population. And maybe that's the reason why they're not asking anything against this curfew, or maybe this is also the reason why they are closing their eyes. I feel it's very important to speak out here. It is not very nice to hear something about a country where actually people have lived in peace. Hindus were living there in India. Muslims are living there. Sikhs are living there. But what happened suddenly after Modi came? Why all this is happening? Why nobody's asking the question? But our Prime Minister Imran Khan has started a humanly correct initiative, and Pakistan already have shown many peace gestures to India. But Mr. Narendra Modi answered us with a miserable dialogue on the issue of Kashmir curfew. He is not ready to cooperate on the eye level. He said, "This is just a trailer. The movie is going to start." Seriously? This is so a kind of 1945 behavior. I hope you people understand what I mean by that. But such dialogues became fashion after the elections in America. He's not only threatening Kashmir or Pakistan with his attitude, but the whole world, because we too are nuclear powers. And nuclear powers, if they start war, nobody knows when it will end. Let me inform you shortly about the crimes Mr. Modi is doing right now. Number one, he is handling against the international law. The people in Kashmir are isolated for more than 3 months now. Number three, 2.8 million people are under his arrest and the arrest of 900,000 troops. Can someone ask me why he needs 900,000 troops in Kashmir? Number four, 13,000 young boys are missing in Kashmir already. What is happening to them? Number five, the troops are using pellet guns for more than 5 years now on children who are at the age of 6 months. What is this? I am sure everyone in this room is interacting with children, with younger siblings, or with own children, or with grandchildren. I don't know, do you have grandchildren? Yeah. Now imagine all this happened to your grandchildren, the pellet guns, and you're blind. What are you going to do? You're going to see your whole life, your grandchild or your child or your younger sibling live in this pain. Is this humanly correct? I'm sorry. More than 100,000 Kashmiris died in last 30 years and 11,000 rapes are recorded. I'm asking it recorded because we don't know how many cases are not recorded. Normally the UN was actually supposed to stop this happening. But Pakistan is acting as the only country against this curfew. But Pakistan as only one country cannot do it. This has to be a combined effort of the world, efforts of us all as human beings. It is a fair worry of us all. Fair worry of us all because if Narendra Modi is not stopping this curfew, it can lead to a war. And we know when war starts, but we never know when it will end and how it will end. We are enjoying 30 years of peace here in Germany. I am enjoying for almost 16 years of peace in this country. I'm a Muslim girl. I'm married to an Indian guy living in Amritsar, or lived in Amritsar, now living here. Belongs to a Sikh family. My son, his name is Daniel. It works. It works now more than for 13 years. Why suddenly Modi came and everything is miserably corrupted and under so much tension? Sometimes I imagine as a mother, if someone comes at my home, or I invite all of you to just imagine in your mind, someone comes with 10 big army boys into your home and want to take your children. What will you do? You will attack them back, isn't it? Or am I wrong? You will definitely attack them back to protect your children, to protect your wife, to protect your husband, to protect your family, is obviously. Now, in India, the troops are there. But imagine what if the Kashmiris will start fighting back? It will escalate. Mr. Silberhorn, he's no more here, said that golden idea to contribute as countries. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Contribute with us. We cannot let the history repeat in another corner of this planet. The history I mean by what was happening here when Hitler was doing this miserable act. The Modi is doing the same with Kashmiris. We have to act now to stop this. Now we have the power of social media, but at that time we didn't have this power of social media. A lot of people didn't know what Hitler did, but now we know what Modi is doing. Why we are silent? Why we are not raising our voice? I would like to end my speech or my request as a human being. We've got eyes to see beautiful things, ears to hear beautiful words, and heart to feel happiness, but also the pain of others. Please feel the pain of Kashmiris for the sake of humanity. I invite all of you to be a part of this initiative our Prime Minister Imran Khan has started. As a country, as an individual, set an example that history cannot be repeated again for the sake of humanity. Hashtag peace. Thank you.
Well, as you told the the crowd about Kashmir, and regarding that, I have few points to make and also cross-question what you said. Well, after Imran Khan's speech at the United Nations this September, it was decided by the UN, by Antonio Guterres himself, that Kashmir is an integral part of India. And as you said about human rights violation in India, at the same time, there are several thousands of human rights violations happening in Pakistan, in Balochistan, as to cater. So, after Imran Khan held his office in 2018, more than 5,000 people have disappeared from Balochistan. And there has been many ethnic cleansings, which is beyond records. And in the past 10 years, there are so many recorded violations, human rights violations, that has always been, that the Pakistani government has always denied. And what the government is doing at the moment is just focusing on what is happening in Kashmir, which is, I again repeat, which has always been declared by all the international institutions that it is an integral part of India. So how do you take on this? How do you reply to this? Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, I want to tell you that I am a peace ambassador for humanity. I am not a politician here. I am here not as a Pakistani. I am wearing this flag very proudly with me because I am a proud Pakistani and I'm a proud Muslim girl, alhamdulillah. But it doesn't mean that I only polarize to Pakistan or I only polarize to India or to Kashmir or whatever and wherever the abuse is happening. Why I am talking about Kashmir specifically is because everyone knows that there are happening many, how can I say? I don't have words for such humiliation, what is actually happening everywhere, as you asked in Pakistan, as you asked in Kashmir. But the question or why I have decided to talk about Kashmir is because for 3 months, for me as a person, it doesn't matter what UN has asked it is the part of India or not. The problem is the minorities there, the Muslims there, are having problems. I don't see them only as Muslims, they are human beings. It doesn't matter if it's happening to Hindus, to Muslims, to Sikhs, to Christians. I am here only to ask that don't close your eyes, don't stop your hearts to feel the pain of people, of humans. It doesn't matter where it happens. My question to you is, how would you be, or explain me your feeling if all this happening to you and to your family? Can you explain me? Are you feeling this feeling? We human beings, once we have started to feel with our hearts and to see with our eyes and not through the eyes of media, at that point we will start to handle correctly. I hope it was, because I've asked, I'm not a politician here, because you asked about 10 years, about 5 years, because Imran Khan is now for last 1 year, so almost, yeah. And I can't talk about the previous governments, but I can tell you that our Prime Minister Imran Khan has taken this initiative. He's not taking this initiative only for Kashmir. He's taking this initiative also for Balochistan or for everywhere. Have you not seen the Kartarpur border? This is an example of humanity, or isn't it? And this is what he's doing, and this is why I am promoting him, and this is why I am behind him and support his view of humanity, because he don't want Kashmir for himself or for Pakistan. He's only asking to the Indian government to free the people in Kashmir because they are suffering for last more than 3 months. Children are getting disappeared. Like 13,000 boys, where are they? Can anyone explain me? 13,000 in only 3 months. You have asked me about Balochistan in last 5 years. What is your answer? Where are the boys, 13,000 boys, only in 3 months?
Okay, I don't know about the stats which you are telling. I don't know where you got these stats from.
Google, Baba.
Okay.
And there is everywhere information. In today's era, there is not a lack of information.
At the same time, if I'm asking you about Balochistan and the human rights violations happening there, you are not answering that. You are just focusing on Kashmir. At the same time, what is happening in China? About the with the Muslims in China, and
then
no one, as you are from the human rights, organization, you should take this point also to notice.
Exactly, you are absolutely right. As I already said, this summit is not only based on my organization. So I have taken this topic because this is the current topic.
But China is also a current topic that's happening.
I know that China is also a current topic, but I have decided for this topic. It is not that we are not deciding for China, or we are ignoring China or Palestine or everywhere else. I'm feeling the same pain for all of them also. I have choose this topic today because of the time limit. I can't talk about China and about everyone. I have to take one topic and talk about it.
Okay, thank you. And to your notice now, the curfew is slowly getting lifted up. Now the okay, just 30 seconds. Sure. Sure. Just 30 seconds more. So the curfew is slowly getting lifted up, and whatever, the military establishment that was made in Kashmir was all for the security of the Kashmiris, there was several terrorist, organizations building up, and several, things coming up which was very important for the Indian government to look after.
Okay,
So,
I can understand that Indian government needs 900,000 troops to control the 6 and 7 years old terrorists. Thank you very much.